beautiful gill. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Not gonna keep her. She's a little too big. Weedy. Weedy, weedy, weedy. That's okay, it's just this time of year. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode. My name is Sam Sobi. Actually fishing the lake today that I live on. And yeah, just doing something really chill. We're going out and I have high hopes of catching just maybe 1 or 2 bluegills. I want to do a little bluegill breakfast burrito. I didn't eat any breakfast today, even though it's kind of getting closer to lunchtime. There's high suns, high skies, but that's going to be perfect for sight fishing bluegills. And let me first off say, I don't love bed fishing, whether that be bass or bluegills or anything like that. I feel like it's a very susceptible time of year for bass or bluegills or crappies or anything that are on beds. But it is fun to go up, do some sight fishing, pluck some off beds, but be very careful how many you're keeping and how big a fish you're keeping. I'm no marine biologist, but I do know if you do have big bluegills in your lake, say you have 10-inch bluegills in your lake, that will dictate the population. So those smaller fish will grow really, really fast to kind of reach that 8, 9, and just under 10-inch mark, and then their growth will really start to decline. And if you only have 7 or 8-inch bluegills in the lake dictating the population, then the small fish will grow up to 7 inches and then kind of stop growing. And you want big bluegills in the lake. You want a lake to be fertile, and yeah. By keeping those big bluegills, you really hurt the population and genetics. So please, if you go out bluegill fishing this spring, make sure you keep those 7.5 to 8.5 inch fish. Let those 9, 10 inchers go. Let them breed. Let them do the dirty. So this time of year, bluegills are normally hanging out in the shallows. They're either eating up shallow, cruising around, getting ready to spawn, or they're actually on their bed spawning. And there's 2 ways I like to find bluegill beds. I either like to roll around with my hummingbirds, mega image to my right and left, and the bluegill beds show up pretty well on there, or I just like to cruise the shallows with a good pair of polarized sunglasses, and you can usually see them in lakes that are fairly clear. So I think today I'm just gonna kind of cruise around, see if I can see some on beds, make a few flips in there, and see if I can kind of poke up a few decent eater bluegills for the bluegill breakfast burrito. Here we go, fish on. Fish on. That is a beautiful eater-sized bluegill. I'm only going to keep 2. I just need 2. I might catch a bunch, but I'm just gonna keep 2. That is way too big to keep in my book. That is a giant, big, beautiful gill. You guys seeing this? I saw that sucker right on his bed. Too big for me. That one's probably 9.5. Goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at this absolute plate. My goodness. Oh. Beautiful. Let's see how big she is. Oh man. She's about 9 1/4, but so tall, so big. We're gonna put her right back. Oh, giant. I just switched things up from a plastic to a leech, and then I made my depth a little bit deeper. I can see like a whole little pot of bluegill beds in front of me. I don't know if they're big or they're small, but they're there. So I'm just gonna kind of pick a few off, see how big or small they are, release them really quick, and then yeah, maybe we'll get to cooking here soon. I've got 2 in the live well, and I think that's all I'm gonna keep for today. All right, current time check. It is like lunchtime now. I have not had breakfast, I have not had brunch, I have not had lunch. It's time for a bluegill breakfast burrito. I'm gonna bring the boat on back to our dock, probably raptor down, head on up, flay up those bluegills, and then we'll start making our little burrito. So come along, let's go home. Here we go, 2 little beautiful bluegill fillets and some ice water. Alrighty, I've got my 2 little bluegill fillets right here. I've got them dried off, I've got them cleaned off. I had them soaking in some ice water for a second. As far as how I'm gonna make them, I fired up the grill outside really quick. I just kind of turn it on high heat. As long as you get it up to like 400 degrees, that's fine. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put some basic olive oil in with the gills. Then I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of the usual, that's just some all-purpose seasoning, little garlic powder, little paprika, little onion powder, and then a little ground red pepper. And basically I'm just gonna kind of mix that into there, put a little olive oil on the tin foil, throw the gills in there, and then throw the gills on the grill for like 7 minutes. There's no real exact time to this recipe. I'm just basically baking the bluegills. And you could do this in your oven. I just kind of like that little grill flavor with it. So yeah, I'm gonna get these rubbed down, put all that seasoning on there, then I'll chuck it in the grill. Alrighty, while we've got the fish on the grill, I heated up a quick pan, beat 2 eggs, added a little bit of milk. We're just gonna get that going. We're adding the fish with the eggs inside the burrito with some magic ingredients here in a second. With the eggs, we're just gonna add just a little pinch of pepper. And then probably just turn the burner off. From here, I'm just gonna put a little bit of those eggs down, put the fish right on top of that, then put the avocado on top of that, then put some Parmesan cheese, and last but not least, probably squeeze a little bit of lime right on top of that. All right, let's check our fish here. Ooh. Open that up. Oh yeah, that's done. I'm basically just gonna take that, put that right there, let it rest for just a sec. I think that was only 7 minutes in there at about 400 degrees. And these are just 2 tiny little fillets, so they cook pretty dang fast. Oh, they're starting to flake away. Beautiful. Okay, I'll just let those rest for a second out here. I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be a pretty good breakfast. All right, we've got our burrito and our eggs. We've got our avocado, a little bit of lime, a little bit of Parmesan cheese. We've got some light mayonnaise. And then we've got a little bit of Tabasco sauce. I like some hot sauce. If you're not a hot sauce person, no worries. Our fish should be kind of cooled down now. And like I said, even though I did it on the grill, it's basically the same thing as baking it. I'm just gonna put those 2 little bluegill fillets right in there. Beautiful. It looks so good. From there, I'm gonna add the Parmesan cheese. And then I'm gonna add a couple things of avocado just on the side. Not a ton, but just a little bit of avocado. From there, I'm gonna do just a little bit of mayonnaise. That kind of gives it a little creamy sauce on the inside. Just a tinge of the Tabasco, because I like a little bit of kick. And then the lime. Be generous with your lime. Lime adds a lot to fish. It adds a lot to kind of a Mexican style breakfast burrito. Bingo. Now we feast. We were fishing an hour ago, pulled up to the dock, made some breakfast. Life at the lake is good. That is a dang good, girthy bluegill breakfast burrito. If you guys have different fish recipes or different ways you like to make fish tacos or fish burritos, please, I love anything to do with a burrito or fish tacos. Comment them down below, comment little ingredients that you guys use. And yeah, if you like catching cooks, we can do more life at the cabin, catching cooks, just heading out fishing for a little bit and enjoying the rest of the day type videos. Because yeah, today's been awesome so far, and thank you, I appreciate it. I guess there's nothing left to be said, and stay tuned, and as always, let the adventure begin. See ya.
Move ahead, oh my pretty babe, something ain't right, got to find a way to move ahead, oh my pretty babe.